some nearby tower of the place that connect Jothpur and its city. Look at this, the revival procedure already done out, so close is also safe, but at what cost? They have had already lose a player. Team Axis team is trying to go for the swords. I guess that is fight happening on the area. Yes, Napoleona, the very first casualty for the team. Yes, guys, not a good thing for the teams. The player is also getting backwarded, but I could able to see another team that is getting moved or coming close by for the battle position. That oh my god, the team is landed at the same place, but first player got knocked out, and okay, that was nice. That was pretty much impressive, but at last, remaining two players come close by for the Team Zero Evolution. First player already got knocked in. Another one player also got knocked out. Look at this. Last remaining two players, but sadly, third player also got knocked out there. This push is being really hard and harsh upon themselves. So Brooklyn Sports is picking out every possible frags that they could. Fourth elimination on this side, last stand is over here. I would have to go with the shotgun, but that makes a very fine connection. Look at this last the list player also got exited from it, and they got 5 elimination point on their very side, so they can be pretty much confident since the very first fight was pretty much impressive, and this fight could able to give them some 5 frags, but sadly, elimination or casualty on their name too. So teams are being kindly yes splitted. Trying to with the swords in all. Look at this. First player already got knocked in finish. Another one knocking it out by offside player, but he also faced out already fine reflex, and that will be quick knocked in finish for the team 7C. Crazy MVP just got knocked in finish. The player is going upside on the perimeter, trying to go for the grenade and all. Look at this. Let's throw that out, and that makes another connection. That makes a very fine connection, and that will be the second frag for the fight, but the first casualty for themselves as well. Look at this. Thor frag also been picked up by the team 7C Sports. Spotted a 1-1 kill from 3 different players, but Demon is here without any of the fragments. But sadly, crazy MVP just got knocked and finished by the team. So that is not a good fact. But later on, they are just looting out the remains that they just killed out right now, or the enemy is killed out. They are looting every possible remains, and they are the only teams that is here right now. And I'm really excited to see. Uh, yeah, where was the last place standing that was fighting at the current area? And for the team PSC, two of the player already got knocked in finished for the teams. I guess they are fighting against the team Ipsilicon. They are here. They got 3 elimination point on their side. They are ruling the area of Boatyard, but one of the player for the team TSA is able to get back or run out from the area. So yeah, I think if Silicon AX is searching for the last one, that is not on the current area. He already got some kindly he is some sort of back. He got back right now. I guess he is on the area of ruins at the backside. He retreated from the current battle since it was not on their favor, and he is the last and the least best standing for the team. So he is the one responsible buddy. So he need to be more conscious enough. But I could able to see another one teams coming by. Burku Esports, for Quality Sports is excited for the battle, I guess. But it seems to be an interesting fight right now. Look at this Hotera is moving by. I guess there are also Nepali teams and stuff. As for Quality Sports must be the team, Nepali team. The survivability of the very vehicle. They are just going by. I guess they are trying to reach out the area crossful on time, since there is no other way out. But I think I'm wrong as well. But I don't think so. They are just trying to get reach out some sort of find area of the zone and stuff. But I was wrong to assume that they are going to the area Since the Jodhpur haven't been into the very zone, so yeah, they're trying to get a very fine portion of the zone by getting into the very center. If I have to talk about the team PSC, two player has been already loosed by the team through the team so-called axis are responsible for killing both of the players for the team PSC. But after that incident happens, the team PSC get out from that certain area and reach out something closer to Stabler or Severny. That is, they are trying to just look after it's in every possible way out. Dream Team is here for the team TLC. Three of the player already got knocked in place, so last player to present. And the same story goes to the Brooklyn Sports as well. At the initiative phase, they have done a very fabulous job, but later on, their player also got exited numerously. Three players exited for the second team. This goes the shot that gets knocked for the team. We run extreme is trying to go for the shots and all. Look at this. Logos on fire. That player Kalius converted into really low as well. Lastly, the player also got knocked in finish. They are just using that medikit to heal themselves at the time. So let's get move out of this. Arjun Sakal got knocked out by Agdisine. He is one of the five strikers of the team. As I was able to see him into, I have had seen him already into many past events as a top fragger. So yeah, he's doing well. For the team 23, it was the team TSC, I guess, and he's also getting into the very battle and knocking some of the players for the team 4 Sports. Low quality sports is facing some sort of difficulties, I guess. But if I have to talk about the team secret ways, for this certain team, three of the player already got knocked in finish, and as I have talked about the team PSC, two player for that certain team also got exited from the lobby, and the team TE Sports they are just heading by into the area of Severny. I was able to see PSC coming close by, so we will expect a clash between of this team. But together in 4 quality sports, one by one, whole squad get eliminated by the team. Sintra UNQ. For the team, they got 4 elimination by exiting whole team or eliminating whole team of 4 quality sports. They couldn't able to say a word or knock against this team. So the fight was pretty much easier for them, I guess, as I could able to see no damages record on their helmet and base either. So they are safe and sound. They are just easy. As I guess the team Syndak UNQ take that fight as a easy to go job. For elimination just comes by. So they are pretty much confident and they are being ready for any sort of future consequences that they're gonna be bearing out. For the team Howie Sports, they are getting initiated in the battle with the team right now. Two of the teams are getting engaged in the very battle. Team THC is getting into the very battle with the team OFF, where they have had managed a single knocked-in finish. Pian Broly is making a squad to exit. I guess we run extreme just got eliminated from the lobby. But if I have to talk about the team TSA as well, three of the player already got dead at the area of yes, the board ad, and remaining last in the list player was available there on. But later on, he also fought with the team OFF Sport, which led him to get exited from the lobby as well. So whole squad eliminated at hashtag 15 without any practice or what. For that reason, I must have to check out the live feed to see if they got exited with the 0 points or got some sort of points on the very first match. But my clear objection is that they got exited with only a frag. I guess that frag has been collected by the player, last player from the team OFF. But look at this, Global was not knocked, but that makes a very clear knock by 23 Legion Sports. Brony just got knocked out, but revival will be pretty much hard to make it out. But they are trying to get that done. Look at this. This player already get off and is at on this area in order to save that one player. But the slanted area and the vehicle placement was on point, so that also create a simple section of cover for themselves. Look at the spray. Spray wasn't that effective enough. Reliable just have pixel out of bow and look at this come in EU is over here. The elimination point on the name that they got on the initial fight of what you know about that they have gone against the team Brooklyn Sports in order to get such skills. Look at this. Brooklyn Sports as like I say so they got exited last in the list player just get dead outside the very zone and look at this. The Team Dream Team are just heading by. Two of the player for the Team Dream Team already got knocked in Flint's last room in standing. They are just heading towards the Georgia City. I don't think so. They are exactly going to the Georgia City, but the rotation path seems to be connected to the area. But the zone is running pretty much faster, so they have to run much more faster than that. So the revival procedure for the team already been initiated. If I have to talk about the team, 23 elimination is, but they got 4 elimination. Tony got 3 elimination on his own, so he got the very first domination on his name. But for the team Epic Sports as well, Pope is standing after the fine angle. She is also going for the shots, but that is just a fun shot giving since both of them are of same team. But they're heading to the team. Yeah, one of the team I could able to see a different player coming close by to them. And look at this for the team EPS Silicon. One of the players just got knocked and finished by the team OFF Esports. At the first, OFF Esports lose one of the player through the team TSA. Later on, they comes to that area. I guess the boat had, and they got initiated with the team. Yeah, because EPS Silicon AXE. Then also make out another one casually for the team to call that out. Let me see if I'm right or wrong. Yes, I was right. They have got some sort of 5 elimination on points, so good for them. Two of the players for the team EPS Silicon already got exited from the lobby, but this fight is happening on the area of Rozok, not in the boat yard. So both of the teams, yes, move forward from their on-safe side as OFF had started their journey from the area of ruins by killing the very first player for the team TSC Sport, that is the one in survival for the team. And lastly, they make this squad to exit. Later on, they have had moved out to the area project where they met a team that got dropped at the area of none other than Water City area. Both at finally both of the teams met out, and yeah, the fight begins where the enemy team EPS Silicon loses out two different players and remains of very two player are here. OFF Sports seems to be pretty much excited for the battle, but they must have to play and have to add up some cautions in the battle. I have to say so. EPS Clocky is here. 3 elimination point on their side. Casualty, as like I say so, at the present momentum. 1 seconds left in this very present situation, as I have to call that out fact that this is our stage 4 and we are moving forward for the stage 5 by the time of only 10 seconds right now. Look at this. Axis him just make out a knock against the team B. X players are not only get knocked out but trying for the finish as well. For the team 23 Legions, one of the player I just got to saw him knocked, but this comes the shots by the team AK Yamagis and he make out him as a knock. Lucky just got knocked out and last place standing is over here. He's sharp Kazit is the only one representative that gets left right now. But Team 23 Legion is also facing difficulties for the team. Another one player, Omar, also got exited from the lobby at the very same time. I'm getting excited for that. Let's try to go for the swords and all at the very present situation. Let's get move out of this. Spada Sports is also here. They are just going by, applying some sort of bandages on themselves. Dream is also here and they enter the battlefield or the zone, so-called zone. They have already entered this, but if I have to talk about points and fights that they do is that they only have had 2 player casualty with no any sort of elimination, so they are not in strong position. Last room is standing, but the Centra UNQ two players just got knocked out, but AP Silicon AS, he also exited with the three effects that they got from the initial fight against the team TS, and that was their worst only for the first match. Only 3 point worth a match. And look at this off Allen make out the knockings the team AXI as Axis Sports, but I don't think so the finish will be possible right now. They won't give their player, they won't give up on their player this much sooner. But Brony also got knocked out for the team 23 Legion. Not this knock, but that makes a clear finish by the team PSC. So sadly for the team 23 Legion Esports, last be standing. This comes out domination on the name of one of the player for the team PSC Humanities. It was his name for the team Dream Team. Two of the player Peter and another one player just got knocked in finish. If I have to talk about the OFF Esports, last one standing there is off player 8 AM, and he have had already contributed 6 elimination on his own. He got out of his safe side. He already got more frag than the tag of Rampage, and he is going for the unstoppable tag right now. 28 players and 9 teams are over here. Reason Esports got exited as Labin. 23 Legion also got exited as 10 with a 7 elimination point. This goes the spray, but look at it. The very first knock has been already knocked out. Demon also got knocked out, and last place standing will be our Sarmon. And here goes the swords. The player converted into a very low HP. Let's go for the personal Sarmon. One player available to go for the fight, and that makes a very nice right knock. That makes a quick finish as well. He's definitely gonna be trying to make his knock player as a revival, and I could able to say another one team coming by, but for the OFS Sports, this will be the complete exit with Cyrus Esports, Cyrus Gaming as well. They also get exited at 8 with a 0 elimination. That makes a single point on the name, and same goes to him Dream Team. But lastly, 7C Sports, Sharmand is the last player. He also got exited through by, and they got eliminated with 5 elimination and add-on 6, so they could able to get some 7 points, 5 elimination point and 2 as a placement point by being really on hashtag 6 right now. And yeah, Sinda UNQ is over here, 9 elimination point on their very side. The 4 is standing this goes on stand bullets against the team Axis Sports, team TE. They're just getting ready for any situational difficulties that they're gonna be facing out. But look at this, Axis Eagle just got knocked out for the team. Axis is losing their momentum so lately. Okay, for the team VXC, the last and the least player also got taken out, and Mobix Sports Gaming got exited as a 5 with the 2 elimination, which definitely tell us that they got exited with some sort of 5 points, as being really on hashtag 5 they could able to get 3 points as a placement, and remaining 2 points comes by on the base with a frag. Yeah, this will have to study for the team Agis as I am. He is one of the finest strikers for the team in the lobby. They got exited at hashtag 4th with 11 points. That makes their total points at the 15 in the very first match. As being really on hashtag 4, they could able to get 4-point appreciation in terms of survival. And look at this for the teams. One key Zox does loot out a Eardrop, who is definitely tell us that he do have a fine level of helmet and vest. He have looted some sort of 3 level best in helmets for himself, which make him more safe and secure on his own. But for the team TE Sports, last 3 minutes standing, one of the player already got knocked in finish. And look at this, they are just heading out here and there. I guess they are also well known about the backside area player. And lastly, that player also got exited from the lobby. And there will be the fight of 2 different teams with 3v3. Team TGC Sports and X1, both the teams are getting ready for the battle. But the team that is on the offside area got the aggression as well as the zone on their side. The player is getting the cover of the drop. Look at this, 2 different drop, 2 different cover for themselves. Just getting close by for the team TE Esports. They're gonna be trying hard to make it out. This was the swords. Blind Axe got converted into a Harper Asprey than he really was. Look at this. The player is trying to go for the grenade, but projectile seems to be accurate one, and that projectile, that grenade, convert him into a very lower at last. Okay, that couldn't able to deal any sort of connection, but the very first knock by the team. They are taking out a red trade on the side, but two of the player got knocked. The last player standing also pays out a very beautiful reflex by the player. And lastly, the team Centuria UNQ, the most likely team to get chicken dinner because of their aggression that they bear out. They have had already got some sort of 11 elimination before, and the zone was pretty much on their side, so it was not that hard for them to pull out this clutch, but have done a very beautiful job. Yes, against the team TE, it was a well predicted fight. Lastly, both the teams seems to be familiar, but the zone and the aggression lead the team UNQ or Central UNQ to grab the very first second. Congratulations for the team, but yeah, somehow teams they have also performed some fine stuff, but look at this. They have got some sort of 14 elimination, 6 elimination by Sonic, and even Cruel just got 0 elimination on his side. He couldn't able to be cruel against any of the enemies, as the start says that. And another one team, so-called GEX, got 4 elimination, and 0X got 4 elimination. That makes total stacks up 14-1, and congratulations to the team. And that makes 24-point match in the very first match. If I have to talk about the match summary, 73 knock elimination, 7,486 total healings, and 69 knockout, not 63, but with the 16 elimination, 33 assist, and 2 vehicle elimination in the very first match. And this was the match summary for the first match, and I'm really excited to go for the MVP, and the MVP will be the player himself, OFFAKM, with a 6 elimination, 812 damage without any sort of assist. So yeah, with the 330 healings, and the survival was around 20 minutes. So yeah, I guess according to their survival as well, they could able to get some sort of points on that. But if I have to talk about another player that is coming close by to him, is that the player Sonic. The player Sonic for the team Center UNQ, or for the team X1 Esports. He had also grabbed 6 elimination, but look at the damage ratio. The damage ratio got him into the very second phase. Third will be the player him, or not him, but him for the team Axis, and he's one of the finest bracket for the team, and he's at and third with the 4 elimination as well. And Tony for the team 2 Esports with a 4 elimination. Last we got a player named as Jokes for the same team that got a chicken dinner X1 at the 5th. And yeah, here's some overall results. Center UNO just got the 24 total points with a 14 elimination, 10 second points. Second will be Axis Sports with the 15 points, and third will be Teto Clan with the 12 points. They got on hashtag second, and fourth will be Paris Saint Germain with the 10 points, and 5 will be Office Sport with the 7, and the 7 Sport is here with 7 points and 6. But only top 4 teams are able to get double-digit points on their very side, but remaining teams are here with a single digit. Some of the teams, just like Quality Sports, are here without any of the points. So 0-pointer match has been phased out by that certain team, so they need to work hard on that, most probably. And this is only the very first match that we have already looked after, but the remaining 3 matches are left it right now. And yeah, that was the story for the Invicta League pre-finals match number 1, as that was really great. 5 games that the enemies or the players sort of was pretty much impressive, but I'm hoping for the same kind of game in the very second one. The intense battle, as like we faced out in the very first match, was expected for the second match as well. Second match will be the map of none other than Miramar itself. The instead its map will be that, and I'm getting ready for that. And yeah, match will be started soon. And by saying that, me, Caston Mole, however, has to go for a small break. Till then, enjoy the highlights. We will be right back after a break into the Miramar match. Ekdam okay, guys. The very second game has been already started, and you are looking after Invicta series, league pre-finals, and this will be our second match. We have already completed the very first one, which has been taken out by the teams X1 Esports through the last battle with the team TE. Yes, that was fact, and the team got the second in with a total 24 points. So there will be the match of four different map, but three different map, but with the four matches we are going by, as there will be two map as Wrangle itself, and remaining two maps as Rondo and Miramar. That was the story, and I'm Castron Mole. That gonna be yeah, just tell you about the game, its story, its situations, its classes, its battles, and all the stuff will be described through me. And I'm with you for the game on your service. But I'm really getting excited for the second match of the day. Yeah, second match of the event. By the time for the finals, we will play four matches in a day. So yeah, let's get ready for that. I'm really getting excited, and yeah, let's see what will be the classes, where will be the classes, how much intense the fight get by, and which will be the champion team, and which will be the very team to get or exit earlier, which will be the very team to grab some decent points, and which team will be that to find a fine outbreaks in this match. So that is all the question that is running in our heads, not only mine, but in our heads, that will be solved out by watching the whole game right on time. This will be our not grand finals. That is mistakes, so that must need to be reconciled. This is the pre-finals match number 2. Mobex Esports just cut down, and they need to loot out of this area. But one fine fact is that there is no any sorts of yeah, drop classes right now, so they are heading by to their own final location. Moreover, they need to get ready. Let's just get up. But by this video of the time, they are getting inside of these houses, looting up fine stuff that they really need to. Look at this. They are looting by some decent loots, but haven't had got any sorts of frags on themselves. But they're just looting out this area. Area-wise looting was pretty much impressive. They're just looting some sort of fine first hits and all. Let's get up. By this time, Morbix Sports is also here. 80 total players and 20 teams are here. This is our other very second match, and this is just starting. As we don't have to look up the team Morbix Sports, as they are not going anywhere in terms of fight, but I could able to see another one team, so-called VEX. They are getting engaged in the very battle. I don't know exactly where they are getting right now, but one of the players for the team Brooklyn Sports has just make out Tokyo. Tokyo was him, and he made out on first elimination count on his name by throwing a player out for the team AZC from the lobby. Look at this. The very first player got the very first blood was the team Brooklyn Sports Tokyo. The team more big this was probably standing WRX. Jerry's 7 just got knocked and finished by the team KAM. Mr. just make it out. Another one knocked and finished from the lobby. But I guess he also faced some sort of difficulties. And here it is our mate 7 making other players as a knock as well for the team. They're at an hashtag 2, but I'm really getting excited for the battle. Let's get into the very battlefield. We are only moving here and there by more big experts who are not fighting with anyone. So let's go into the very battle. So I will find some sort of situation to describe. And here it is. Come Rangers is over here. The very first player Flo also got knocked out. Not a good fact, but okay. He also got into a very lower as with the grenade got him on 5. So yeah. They are taking out a very fine trade, but not really. Okay, he also got knocked out. Let's go for the last battle, I guess. One we are converted to a very lower at 2.4 8 can we stop. Only two bullets left, so he'll have to reload his gun out of now. But lastly, the last and the earliest player just got exited from the lobby, and this will be the very first squad elimination made it out by the team KAM Windsors. But at Vodkas, I must have to say so, one of the player casually, and that was close for the team KAM Esports. But they are happy but not healthy. Happy because they got 4 elimination point, but not healthy because one of the player for the team already got vandalized, already got problemized as the player already got eliminated from the lobby as a casualty. So not a good um, starting on, not bad either. But if I have to talk about the team zero evolution, offline was the very first player that got knocked in finish and had already been offline as well, and that is the very meaning of his name, I guess. And he is just completing managing his tag, his name, I guess, by the time by performing that job that is assigned by his own name. But if I have to talk about the AGC Sports, they are going to the charge of Cruz de Villa, just looting up the very area. But one of the player for the team AGC also got knocked in knees. First casualty has been already made it out without any of the frag points. Four quality sports are also here, but one of the player, another one player for the team, are getting knocked out. But off sports are really excited to go against the team for Q sports, and first player to get knocked out will be the Hyper. And look at this. Off is trying to make that knock, not only a knock, but trying to convert that player into the finish. The player just here for the vehicle. But by the situation, Office sports are not letting that player to go anywhere or any other teammates to come close by for the revival procedure, but they are coming by. Because of that, they are to go openly for the player to save a player that is hyper on the side, hyper on the line. Chokre is trying to make it out of cover out of that smoke. And where it is really essential to save that player on time, Hyper is facing numerous shots through them, but only fine pack they could do right now is to flank out and search for the alternative angle to make that player as a knock. But okay, the revival has been already started. Only one bullet is enough to make that player as a finish. There is facing on some difficulties, but somehow the player sounds to be lucky. But another one knock. Both of the players got knocked out at the same time for the team. Oh, actually, this scores the vehicle spray, but okay, that player also got knocked out by Hatyara himself. And the office sports are here. They got full elimination by exiting whole squad, eliminating whole squad of 4 quality sports with 0 points as like the very last match. Both of the matches for the team have had been a very rough and tough situation by being exited on the very initial phase. Sadly, without any sort of points, they haven't got a single points on their name. Not a good thing. But if I have to talk about the team 7C Sports, one of the player named as Sarmad also got knocked and finished with crazy MVP. Last one is standing. In the very first match, they have collected some sort of 7 points on their name, but this game was pretty much not good as like the first one. As yeah, it is really better than that. I guess that's so. It is really hard and harsh for them to be a one supposed to constant spray, make that knock off and trying to sort walls. Because this there are numerous shots coming by. And look at this for the team ESP. Ogzol is trying to go for the molly, but okay, that finally make it out or not. Some effective, fruitful job has been done out by his throwables right now. And one of the player I could able to see at in the top side area, he could able to yeah make this player a knock, but that player haven't got any sort of fine exposure by the time. Look at this for the team. TRC, first player, not first but second player, also got exited from the team. And last and least remaining two players are here. For the team 7C Sports, they got 7 elimination. Good to say that, but look at this team. Sindare UNO, and they are the champion for the very first match with the 24 points in total, and they are at on the offside area. But moreover, they are dropping in such area where there is no any sort of classes, so they are survival robber team. They love to survive and fight at the last. I think that was their strategy. For the team 7 Esports, they are going against the team Marvux Esports and make it out some sort of knock, but that also got still by the team. I guess one of the kills has been still by the team, so-called Iptician on ESP Silicon AXE. But Epic Sports is getting upside down for the team. They have had already got to elimination. That is all they got right now. Cyrus Gaming got exited in the very first match with a 1 points, and that was the placement point as they got exited at hashtag 7. But 7C Sports just got exited with hashtag 18 with a single elimination point on their side. Not a good game, not a good fact. Tigers is facing numerous shots against him, and lastly, Milot will be the first casualty for the team to face it out. EPS Silicon is also getting engaged in the very battle with the team 24 Legion at the time. EPS Clocky already got knocked in finished by the team Axis. Yes, I am. And that was a very fine knock by the team. And the very first knock that is trying to make it out of finish. And as they did it already, but for the team P, as the last one is standing, one of the player named as Sinha got knocked in finish with Mendens. Both of the players got vandalized from their fine space. They are not in a very fine scenario, but the team is trying to just clutch at the first, and later on they will work for the rescue of that one player maintenance. No any player goes by for the revival right now, but the grenade is coming against him that gonna be making out him finish, I guess. So yeah, let's into the fight, and this mix of finish by the SR 1 2 3 4 for the team. Getting ready with the grenade, and this goes the grenade, but projectile doesn't seem to be accurate, so not a fine connection against that one player. We have already been converted into 11 minutes of the game time. Two of the players for the team Cyrus Skimming already got knocked in finish. Last one is standing are responsible to carry the game right now, right from here. While 1 minute and 15 seconds left for the team Kai, Mew, 7 players are getting knocked out, and they're also doing the same with the enemy's team. But lastly, one of the players for the team also get knocked and finish away. And how they are moving by is the fact, okay, only last player for the team Revival and Survival, last player starting the very first match, they got exited with a single frag. But right now, they have already got 6 points on their side. But Morbid Esports will be one of the team that got exited with the 2 points in the very match. As in the last match, they were able to get some sort of 5 points, which make total points of, yeah, 5, 6, 7s right now for the team Epic. They got epically 4 eliminations on their side, but at a cost of player. This his name is Noix22, and he got exited between of the barrel. And look at this, two of the players continue. Rookie scores also knocked out. Rookie is the one to have had the very first blood in the lobby, but sadly he also got exited by Zatta. This will with the 5th kill, and Zatta is facing numerous shots against him, so he must have to reach out a very fine space, a covered full space to save himself. And I don't know why Sparta are being out of the zone. I guess they are trying to go against that one player. Is it for the team Brooklyn Sports or what? I'm just looking after it. I'm not really sure of that, but they're trying to get closer. And I guess it's for the team Brooklyn Sports. He's just holding out over here, trying to go for the shots, and I was right. And that picks up a very fine knock, and this will be their 6th elimination. And Noel is here with 3 eliminations, so he was able to grab a domination tag on his name. So congratulations, Pang Noel. Have been converted into the more than 13th minute of the time. He just got knocked out as well, trying to go for the constant shots and all. Look at this. They are being absolutely ready. Office Sports is also here with the 5 total elimination. 2 of the players are here with 2 kills with a 1 elimination as extra. So let's get down for the battle. One of the players is at in the back area of the EDC. This comes the constants of the vehicle was vandalized right now for the team Salon. V2X also got knocked and finished outside the very zone. Not a good fact to call that out, but OFF AKM is also here He was the top fragger for the mini after. If you know that, if you don't, then let me get you know. He was top fragger, MVP for the match number one with the six elimination on the side with the 800 plus damage by his side. And if I would talk about the team OFF Esports, they have had already grabbed 5 elimination point on their side without losing a single player. So they are also going good. Look at this Brooklyn Sports. Second last player just got died, and last player standing will be Elias, and he is only responsible body that left it, and he had to burden his all team responsibility on his own. But EPS Silicon is also getting into the very battle. They're making out knock through the DMR. One of the player for the team, yeah, EPS Silicon is using Mini to grab some sort of final elimination. Side gaming is here with the two elimination, but in the very first match they got exited with the single points, and that is also from the placement one. But right now they have already grabbed 2 point as elimination point only for the team X1 Esports. Purple is standing. 16 teams are here. We have been converted into 16 teams and 43 players. The game has already completed 15 minutes of its game time. X1 Intudio UNQ is getting ready, seeking for a proper angle to go for the shots and all. But yeah, I guess they are trying to just be consistent enough to save out their position. And this is the pre-final, so they are supposed to get qualified for the finals through this. Dream Team is getting ready in the very first match. I don't think so. They have got some sort of fine points, but I guess they got exited as a it, so they could able to got a single point as a placement one. But the zone is being converted, and the zone seems to be really nice for the team. 23 or 24 Legion. I guess that was the name. 23 Legion esports for the teams, and yeah, the zone seems to be pretty much nicer to them. But how they gonna be capitalizing in this zone? But I could able to see a player knocked in finish for the team at the right time. Not a good fact. Call that out. RVG IN Esports is over here. The full is standing, but they are utilizing and they are being really on a vehicle that is minibus, so that must create some sort of difficulties for themselves. But look at this. P1 Brookski 23 Legion is making a knock against the team OFF Esports, and OFF is also facing difficulties right on time. The very first player for the team already got vandalized, but if I have to talk about their points, they have had already grabbed 6 elimination point. So they are going good, but the vehicle is being some sort of okay, some sort of harsh job to being really on. And EGG Sports 6 also got knocked out. One of the players for the team EPS Silicon, Zyrox, got knocked out through the Emperor 16 right on time, and one of the player for the team X1 Tindari are getting very bad without knock. So they also knocked another one player for the team. AGC lastly, AGC Sports completely got eliminated from the lobby, and X1 are were able to get two frag points on their side. So at on the downside area, and that makes a very fine finish against the GY ROX. Offshore also got knocked in minutes outside the very zone, but in total of his sports got 7 elimination point on their side, whereas 3 player has to contribute it two players, yeah, two fracks on their own, but that makes a very fine and knock in finish, and there it is for the AKM 3 eliminations, which definitely lead him to have a domination on his name, and he is regaining the popularity of being MVP as like the very first match. FF Esports are just getting ready, and he must try to make himself MVP, top MVP for not only for a match, for the whole event that will gonna be playing out for a day, for a full match right now. As okay, players are also getting knocked out for the team. Axis Sports, one of the players just got knocked out, and they have to reach out the zone as soon as possible. But one of the player for the team, Raging Esports, as well got outside of the zone knock. But that will not be a very sustainable thing to be right now. But multiple teammates for the team Zero Evolution got taken down. But lastly, Wally Squad also eliminated with a single elimination. So only opponents that they could able to bear out in the very second match as well for the team OFS Sports. They are doing much more better in than the very first match. They got 9 elimination in total. with a 4 place standing. Sparta Sports got exited at Aztec 2 Sparta Sports with a 6 points as elimination in the very first match. They could able to get a single point, but if I have to talk about the team TSC Sports in the very first match, they have got 1 points, but right now they are not in a fine positioning. Well, not only one, but they got 2 points in the very first match. But right now they haven't had to get any sort of points on their side. Arisian Esports is going against the team 23 Legion Esports. Players are getting taken down. Vision Esports is also facing some sort of difficulties throughout the game. Only 10 teams are active right now. The knocked player is facing revival right and now. Third player also got knocked out. Last pitch and he's responsible to manage the fight, but not really. He also got exited from the Dream Team, and they got 5 elimination total. Is much more better than the very first one, but the situation getting tough as the first player got knocked out. Not only first, not only second, not only third, but whole squad got eliminated in sort of seconds right now. 23 Legion Esports is here with 3 girls. Axis Sports at on their offside area, but the very fine fact is that they got ace of the zone. Dream Team Esports also got exited as 9 with a 5 eliminations. So while the 5 points on their side, 23 Legion is here. 2 of the player already got knocked out for the enemy team. Let's get ready to go for the grenade, and the player is coming by, and this makes a very fine knock in place against the last stand. Trying to go for the shot against the team Axis Sports, but for the team 23 Legion Esports as well, bro, Lee will be the last one. Last one contributor. Paris Saint Germain also got exited as success with the 2 elimination. Only the fight is the fight and enemies are being exited quickly. That is moving too quickly. 23 Legion also got exited and has a 5 with the 6 elimination, which make total points of 9 points on their side. As being William and Stock 5, they could able to get 3 points at the placement, and the teams. Axis Sports are getting down. They got a zone, but Atlantic area as well to being William, but not for a long time. So they must need to get down since OFF Esports are able to make some sort of angles, but I don't think so. They will do that. So since they are also facing difficulties because of the zone. 11 elimination already been picked out by the player, but AKM definitely gonna be knocking out outside the zone of what he was really supposed to do right over there. As like I say so, OFF is supposed to be the one to make some sort of difficulties against the team Exit Sports, since it definitely gonna making out some sort of fine angles to go against him. But for the team OFM Sports, AKM, the MVP player, got exited from the lobby, but remaining 2 players are here. 4 teams and 7 players, as like I say so. Another 1 player just got knocked out. Last place standing for the team. And these sports are responsible to recall, not recall, but rescue a single player named as Eagle. And also the player just got close. Lastly, the player also get vandalized. And lastly, the guy also got exited, and the group in sports exited as a 4 with the 12 elimination. Let's just get up, and last and remaining 2 teams are battling with each other for the chicken. The fight will be 3v2, but I could able to only see a single player right over here. But let's go for the 1-on-1. Let's get into this. OFF Sports. Could he able to pull out of the left right now? But lastly, he also got knocked and finished by the team Active Sports, and we got our second champion team in the very second match. So congratulations, Active Sports, and that was really a fabulous battle. But at the time, I think they are losing the momentum, as like the very first player got knocked out by the team of sports from the off angle of upset area, but later on when they got closer further closing, and the team definitely showed a very fine combination, a very fine coordination between each other, and that makes some easier job for them to carry the fight, exit the enemies. Later on, the push, the classes that they take was on point. Yes, lastly they got a very fine second in, and they are well deserving team, as they are showing some sort of clues from the game starting to, as they will be one of the finest team in the lobby. Lastly, not only the finest, but a greatest team for the match 2. Miramar has been on their name. XG Sports. They are the second champion teams for us because in the very first match we have our the very first champion team as X1 Esports, and second will be them, and they got 12 total elimination, which is lower than that of X1 Esports in the very first one. But yes, good, 22 points in total, whereas Eagle got 0 elimination, but one of the player, yes, newly sees EIU is here. The 6 elimination Juice is here with the 4 elimination. Him is here with the 12 elimination. That makes total 12 eliminations, so 22-point match for them to face it out. But let's quickly get into the very match summary segment. Here it is, the match summary. 72 total elimination, 11,531 total healings with the 71 knocks and 3 grand elimination with the 42 assist and a single vehicle elimination on their name. And this will make it out as a match summary. The MVP will be the player for the team Axis. Nulisius, it was his name, with the 6 eliminations, 696 damage with a single assist and 300 links with a 23 minutes of survival, since they were the champion team for the second one. So congratulations. And he is the top fragger, followed by another one player Grows with the 4 elimination. Third will be Axis Zeus, this only teammate with the 4 elimination, and fourth will be OFF AKM for the team with the 4 elimination, and last we got a player named as CEX with the 4 elimination. And this will be our top 5 MVPs for the match number 2. Congratulations to all of them, and we are here on the rankings. At the top, we will be able to see the team X Sports with the 22 points, and second will be OFF Sports with 18 points. Third will be KM Rangers with 11, and these 3 are the only teams to get double-digit points on their side. And at fourth, we got a team 23 with the 9 and 7 for the center UNO, the very first team to get a chicken dinner. 6 will be Brooklyn Sports with only 6 points, and 6 for the Ipsilicon X, and 6 for the Espada Sports, and Trim is here with the 5, 4 and 4 for Spiders and Paris Saint-Germain, and Movix Sports is here with 2, and remaining 0 Evolution with 1 Extreme and 7C with the T-Toba Clan are here with the 1 points, and remaining teams, for example, 4 Quality Sport, Region Sports are here without any of the points, so 0 pointer for them. Not a good fact, but I'm really excited to go for the overall rankings. First of all, we have to look after overall MVPs. At the top, we will be able to see a player named as OFF AKM for the teams, and here on the line with the 10 total fraction inside, and second player will be ZEX with the 8 elimination point, and third will be Axis him with the 8 not 8 but 6 elimination. Fourth will be Axis with the 8 elimination, but times ratio was lower than him, so yeah, he is at back of his shadow. But lastly, we got another player for the teams X1 Esports, Sonic himself with the 930 damage and 7 elimination, and yeah, he is at the very last. And this will be our overall MVPs till match number 2. But at the top, we got a team Axis Sports with the 37 total points that got chicken in this precious match, and they got some sort of 22 points in total. But if I have to talk about the first game points, they got some sort of 15 points in the very first match, so they are consistent enough. So yeah, they deserve to be at the top. And later on, another one team will be our X1 Esports with the 31 points in total. Third will be Office Sport with the 25, and fourth will be 23 Legions with the 16, 14 for the Paris Saint-Germain, and 6 will be Tetova Clan with the 13, and 12 for the Rangers. Crooklyn is here at an 8 with the 12 points, and 9 and 10 goes to the Appreciation Ipsilicon S, and 7C Esports with the 9 and 8 points in total. But yeah, there are only 8 teams that completed double-digit points on their very side in collective 2 matches. And first game has been taken out by the team X1 Esports, second by Axis Esports. Remaining 2 matches left. Third match will be the map of Rondo, and I'm really excited to share the map, the fight, the feed with you, and we'll be right back into the very third match. Till then, enjoy the highlights. We'll be right back. You haven't provided me the screen yet. Provide me the live feed. Yeah. We are good to go, guys. Welcome back. Welcome back. We have already completed two different matches. We got two different champion teams. In the very first match, X1 was the team to got the very first goddamn chicken dinner, and second was the Team Axis Force to get a very beautiful chicken dinner on their side as well. And I'm really getting excited for the third match or second last match of the day. The matches are just passing by so fastly, so quickly. So yeah, we will gonna be done soon for the third match as well. The third match will be the map of Ronda, the recallable map, the respawnable map for the players, and it is the chance of the player to live two different lives, one before recall and one will be after recall. So I'm getting really excited to find another one champion teams as we find two different champion teams in two different matches of Wrangle and Miramar. But have we already completed two matches? Okay, that was quick, fast, and look at this. The fight has been already initiated in one of the player. There has been a first blood that's been taken out of the lobby, and there will be the second blood for the team KAM Rangers as well. Meeb 7 got knocked and finished by the Exorcist Boot. The fight is being initiated likewise, and look at this. They are just looting out. More big systems, right? Yes, they are here. The four is standing. Haven't been into any sort of fight since they are just looting out here. A fight has been initiated against the team PS Esports. One of the players just got knocked out. So yeah, it has been a difficult scenario for them to handle it out. But never mind what we have to do with that. But we must have to enjoy any sort of fights right now. But look at this for the team JT, one of the players just got knocked out. The grenade work on time, but the team TE, Waverly just got knocked out. Waverly, I can fly. Okay, look at this. Mobile Sports is over here. Four players standing, but haven't had got any sort of elimination this side. But 7C, the Moon just got knocked and please not only a single player, but I could be able to see another one player named as No More. Oh, he also got knocked out, and another one player named as Damon also got knocked out. So for the same 7C, I guess last place standing. Cam Rangers are getting against the team AXIS Exports. They are making out a Also, tens o que país tens tarikto. One player we run extreme also connected. There are 15 remaining 14 teams are over here. The reviving job is being done out and remaining 3 player for the team. One of the player already got knocked in this, but this comes a constant sort of things other big players. But yeah, let's kill also right on time. This comes a constant sort of against the player. RVZ and esports are also getting engaged in the battle with the Axis. And I guess one of the finest fragger for the team, Axis, as I am just got knocked out, but let's just move in. Morbid Sports got 6 elimination as good to go for them. But let's reach out over here and trying to go for the shots and all. Ball with the initiative thing to do right now, and they have it already. Held up by using that string, they just get held. Axis are going against them with no more shots and all. Look at this. Sonic just make it out and knock against the team PSC. 40Q, one of the players standing for the team 40Q, just make it out and knock against the team Action Esports, and that makes a clear cut finish. 4Q, Turkey just got knocked out. And looking after the fine angles, but this is the only fine match that the 4Q get. Since remaining pass of those two matches was really rough and tough, as they need to get exited with the 0 points, and that was not a good fact. But the remainings are over here. The team PS they got Total 8 elimination on the side, and they are looking after a fine angle, and that makes them knock. But sadly, our team boy just got knocked out at the point. Its elimination count on their side. Vidya is also here, moving by. To get out of this, let's get moved out of right now, and that makes a clear cut finish by the same time. OFF Sports, one of the player for that team, I guess one of the Chinese player for that team, just got a domination tag on his name. But if I have to talk about that, TRC is also facing difficulties. Lastly, the team got exited and has stacked 9 eliminations, so only 1 point for them. But for the QE Sports is also facing numerous difficulties by the team. It's EBS Silicon, EB Silicon, AXE, Sports. There comes the swords. The player has converted into some lower HP, but June isn't affecting his upbeat. I don't know. What was the glitch guys here? Look at the shot, look at the knock, look at the perfection, look at the precise knock finish. But our player Zyrex is also facing some sort of difficulties. He's throwing out his smoke in order to make out the cover. The projection of the net seems to be accurate, but the good thing is that he already been back right at time. Sonic has been unstoppable with more than 7 frags, but the team quality sport got exited and has succeeded with a 12 minutes, which means they could able to grab 5 points as a total points, 1 point as a placement, 4 as a factories, and there it is. Two of the player already got knocked out by three Marvel Sports, and this is not a good fact. And they are trying to go with the grenade. There it come, the pin grenade. 1 point, the projectile doesn't seem to be accurate at all. The need projectile was fine, but they have very pre-cooked made. But there is block. He also got counter enemy. Squad just quite close with the savage, but just with the shot. Okay, nice knock. Zyrex, we have done a very good thing. But last place standing for the team 23 Legion, and same goes to the team, yeah, upside area team. X1 Sonic just got knocked out by Mavic Esports, and Vexus is here with the domination. 20th edition is here with the double total elimination of esports Oscar exited has success with the 5 elimination, which makes this total of 7 points in the match. This goes the source. The player has been converted into very lower HP for the team PSA with Na who got knocked out. There he is making some sort of cover out of this. Cyrus Gaming is performing some sort of filling up job, but remaining 4 teams are over here competing for the chicken dinner for the third match. And which will be that team? The elimination count was pretty much good for them as they got 16 eliminations lastly. The last on the list player just to get taken down, but yeah, Holy Squad just eliminated, and the team itself got a very fine chicken dinner. And congratulations to the team that was